Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Andrew Lowsutea, President. Hey, thank you very much for joining us again regarding on, well, what is the gut with, if you have a gut, how do you boost your gut health, especially a pre-diabetic diabetes? Now, this is something very important because if you have get it done correctly, you can be very much healthy. You have less than a lot of so-called insulin resistance. So that will be perfect for you. So really, that is a good stuff to have. So anyway, I will basically start getting my slides out, and then so you can able to see me better, and maybe we'll start talking about it. Okay. Now, let's see. Hold on. Let me just get this thing done. Here we go. Okay, good. Let me share with you a short story. Basically, we have quite a few patients, not only a few. A few patients say, "Hey, Andrew, being a diabetes, one of the issue is we have problem with constipation. My gut don't feel too good. Da 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 da." So, basically, I say, "Hey, have you really, using some of the probiotics?" More vegetable, especially more vegetable probiotic is going to help you tremendously for better digestion and also get you better, in a way, it's sort of better health. And so they said, what is all that? And, they really didn't know what that is. So net result of that, they would start realizing, you mean I have to take care of myself? And with that, they start actually really taking action, taking like Greek yogurt, probiotics, and net result after that, their gut health tremendously improved. Their digestive system better, the stool form is nicer, and also don't have all these so-called constipation, for example. Now that is really good because I tell you, constipation alone will drive you nuts because a lot of people will say, hey, every day I need to go, right? But when you constipated, especially you're a diabetic patient, you kind of get you say, I want to go, but I cannot go, da 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 da. And a lot of time, digestion was not that easy. So net result of that, they would start getting a lot of problem with that, and they get very frustrated. So that's why with this talk, maybe give you some suggestion and get you help. Have the example I just mentioned. If the person get constipated and they start getting probiotics, like for example, the yogurt, Greek yogurt, which is no very low sugar, and help them to build this natural good bacteria. And with the food they're eating, like for example, fiber with fruits and so forth, so all that combined together become extremely good, gut health. So their constipation tend to disappear. So wouldn't you like that? Because if you every day having frustrating, get constipated, this might be a very good lecture for you. So we will start, okay? Okay, today I want you to understand what is the gut health with diabetic connection, or you have pre-diabetic. Why I need to know that. Now, as you know, in the world right now, typically pretty much every country has the same, but there may be more and less, but pretty much 30% of the population pre-diabetic diabetes. So that's a big number. And if you really not take care of it and you don't look at it, then at the end of the day, one day you're going to start realizing I'm pre-diabetic already, and you're going to have all the problem we talk about. That's why I want to start moving this kind of information to you so you kind of get it in your mind, and then you can say, wow, maybe as we get older and I might need this improve my gut health. And so help me with all kind of problem, including, not insulin resistance, or if I'm pre-diabetic, I have no constipation issue, my gut will feel good, all the good stuff that come along. So that's why this lecture will help you to better understand. So anyway, we'll get you gut health, diabetic, the pre-diabetic connection. And really, this is not medicine, but it's almost like a good natural medicine, meaning that you just basically your food with probiotics and fruits and all that will help you without medication, but you do the same benefit, okay? And then how you modify the lifestyle sort of modification with a daily habit change, the food you eat, and all that got together, the most important, digestive wellness in action. So that way you can help you to really become a very, very healthy individual with good gut health. And certainly Lowsutea can definitely help you to lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure and detox. So that I will discuss that too. So this is today webinar will help you to better understand that. Now, I saw a lot of people today, I don't recognize the name part. They come from various places, including United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and also Southeast Asian country. So I'm going to go through real quick, just a couple minutes on what is pre-diabetic diabetes, how did it form, okay? So very simple, just basically one, they go through everybody goes through 4 stages from pre-diabetic. Matter of fact, before diabetic, they will go through 4 stages, eventually become diabetes. And that whole process took 3 to 4 years, okay? The first thing, your LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol that goes up, and then it will damage the B cell, which is the cells from pancreas come out that supposed to take your sugar into the cells. But when that damaged, no sugar going to the cells anymore, then your sugar continue to build up. Now, then the problem will come because the cholesterol, LDL, and the sugar add together, the blood become thick. When that becomes thick, there's some plaques everywhere. And then you move quickly to stage 2. When the plaque comes in, then you're going to start getting less space in the vessels, and then your blood pressure goes up. Plus, this plaque eventually, if you let it continue to happen, that will cause you the diabetic problem. All the complications come on these plaques, okay? So when you do that, you are basically screw yourself as you move on if you don't take care of yourself. So you said, hey, I have no action, I have no symptom, you don't do anything. So very quickly, you're going to move to stage 3, which is pre-diabetic. Sugar continue goes up, and all doctors in the whole world measure the same thing. HbA1c, they all measure that. The hemoglobin cells, and they see how much percentage sugar attached to these cells. If you have 5.7, you're a normal person. You have over 5.7 to 6.4, you are pre-diabetic. Now, when you're pre-diabetic, you have no medication yet. Doctor will say, hey, you are pre-diabetic, your blood sugar going up, you got to take care of yourself, don't eat anything sweet. Majority of doctors will say this, but you really, at the end of the day, you got to change lifestyle. You have to exercise, cut down your carbs, and you have to cut down your weight, you have to measure your blood sugar. Plus, the thing that will help you is drinking Lowsutea, which lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. But majority of people don't know, and they keep the same lifestyle. Unfortunately, 2 to 4 years, you will change diabetes. And once you change diabetes, unfortunately, your blood sugar kind of goes up. You are not going to return back. Now, why will ask you to drink Lowsutea? How Lowsutea works? Lowsutea is very simple. We have guava leaves, which delay the absorption of sugar into your gut vessels. And then with bitter melon, which increase insulin sensitivity and take the sugar back to the cells. And then the excess sugar, cholesterol, and salt will be removed by urine. They will not absorb, plus it detox. So after you drink Lowsutea, your blood sugar go down, cholesterol go down, your blood pressure go down, your 3 high go down. Now, not only that, it will help you, plus your blood pressure go down. Plus, you detox, so you go to a lot more shishi, void a lot. When you void a lot, that will be excellent because you dump all the poison out. That's why we designed Lowsutea. You have to drink 2 liters. You say, why do I drink so much water? Because without the water, you're not diluting your blood. You're not diluting all the back fluid. You cannot dump it out. So that's why you have to drink 2 liters. A lot of old folks don't drink enough water, and at net result, they will become, not enough water, so their, blood is not being diluted, and then they could not dump the poison. Now, besides that, we have 5 programs to help you, and we have lots of lecture in YouTube for you to listen. One, we teach you about drinking Lowsutea. Plus, we have diet program to tell you how to eat your low carbohydrate diet, low fat diet. And we can exercise 8 to 10,000 steps per day. Very easy to do. You set a target, you walk shopping mall, anywhere, just walk 10,000 steps a day. You have the weight control, lower your weight from 30 BMI to 23. Listen to our weekly webinar. It's free. It is free. You listen every week, okay? Plus, we teach you how to measure your blood sugar tracking every day, plus the weight and your diet and exercise and step. So this is a program we have, and we have saw many people with the A1C 10 plus and above dropping down to 5.7. I see it with my own eyes. And the lower the medication, doctors say, okay, you don't need that medication anymore. You don't need insulin anymore. So we have this 5 program for you. We're not just telling you, oh, drink Lowsutea. Lowsutea will help. Plus the 5 program, when you get that, you are in good shape. So we're going to teach you about what is the gut diabetes connection. Now that is really important because a lot of people have not really think about that. And that's why today I created this lecture. A lot of people ask, what is the important thing, man? What is the difference here? Now, first of all, how do you link between the imbalanced gut of the microbiome? The microbiome is like the microbacteria. These are good bacteria, okay? Microbiome is a good bacteria. This thing here is a good bacteria. It helps out you break down the food, absorb the nutrients, also producing short fatty acid that is always very good for you guys. So you got to have that, okay? Plus, it is helping you to prevent harmful bacteria to take over. So if you have a lot of bacteria is harmful, you know what? You're going to have inflammation, and when you have good bacteria all the time, it actually improves your immune system, okay? So another thing too, if you alter the metabolism, some bacteria of the gut will also impact to digest your carbohydrate. You know, your carbohydrate doesn't digest anymore. So, and the fat also the same thing. So in a net result, your blood sugar will go up. You don't want to have that because you remember, pre-diabetic diabetes, you don't want blood sugar goes up. Now, another thing, if you have a lot of bad not root bacteria, you know, where your microbiome is actually imbalanced, then the gut is not getting inflamed. So you will lead yourself to so-called chronic inflammation. Then net result of that, you lead to also impair our insulin sensitivity, and it will affect your blood sugar regulation. Now that is really bad. You don't want to do that, right? The most important is you want to decrease the inflammation, because when you have inflammation, you have all kinds of problems that come along. Now, also a time that's called leaky gut. So when you have some gut damage, the bacteria actually leaks out to the bloodstream, which is cause also inflammation. Okay, that's why I say inflammation is one of the key that you have to continue to control. And that result, the insulin will have also insulin resistance. So what I mean here is the microbiome is so important. You know what, your normal gut bacteria, this is a good bacteria, is very important to help you do all the digestion. Plus, it actually help you if all the later we'll go through what is the pre-diabetic and also probiotic. So you know later on some of those fibers that eat that you have good bacteria will basically help you to do the nutrition breakdown and also get your gut health improved. So this is what it is, okay? So you know, I say, hey, it's better gut health is really like a medicine. Well, I'm not suggesting that is medicine. It's just as good as medicine. In other words, if you have nutrition, good nutrition diet, you actually, this is as good medication when you have diet for approaching your healthy gut. So it's almost like medicine, but it's not medicine, okay? Keep that in mind. And that will be very important. Well, what's that mean though? Okay, first of all, remember we have talked about previously all the time, you have to eat a lot of fibers. And fibers, one is the fiber is actually delay absorption. So you'll have no very high sugar spike. Remember that one? Okay. And that is really good for your pre-diabetic diabetes person. When you have that, you have fibers, you definitely eat fruits, natural food. Now I'm talking about pear, apple, whatever, vegetable like lettuce, whole grain, all the good stuff have rich fiber. And this rich fiber are actually a good source of biopredics. And they have good bacteria for your gut. Now, this thing is really help you to reduce inflammatory and also help you to digest. help you regulate your blood sugar levels. Now, another thing, you want to eat fermented food like kimchi, sauerkraut. All those are probiotic, biotic rich food, which contain good bacteria. So this bacteria will grow in your gut and strengthen your defense system. Okay, so you want to take probiotics that help you to give you good live bacteria. Now, some people even take, like for example, in Hong Kong, you would take little thing that have already built in good live bacteria for help you the gut. So you might also need to have that, right? Omega-3. Now you got to understand, you have fatty fish like salmon, cod. Okay, all these are good omega-3 fatty acid, which has anti-inflammatory properties, and that will actually improve your insulin sensitivity. So eat more fish, not red meat, but fish like salmon or cod. Okay, this kind of stuff. Good omega-3. Certainly polyphenol like fruit, vegetable, berry, dark chocolate, leafy greens, which is load of polyphenol. They are good antioxidant. In addition to that, do the same thing with Lowsutea, good antioxidant that also combat your inflammation, support your good gut health. Now, remember, just keep in mind, if you forget, just eat a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetable and a lot of whole grain, and eat like yogurt, sauerkraut, fish like cod, salmon, and then drink Lowsutea. And you got it done. You get really good supply. Okay. Now you got to limit your processed food like sugar drink. Don't go for your bubble teas. Okay, those are terrible stuff. And don't go for unhealthy fat like go to McDonald's with fried chicken. Okay, those are maybe really gotta go down. Limit it yourself. Now probiotics, which are live bacteria with yeast, and they're beneficial to health, and that you can find in yogurt, sauerkraut, all good stuff there. Now, a lot of people in Hong Kong, they drink the thing called yogurt, or they call those are things that can be same as probiotics. Then it will help you to build up your normal gut bacteria, good bacteria I'm talking about. Now, also, you have to prioritize your mindful eating. Eat slowly. And basically, you want to chew thoroughly, slowly, so you prevent overeating. And then you pay attention to this so-called hunger. Well, I'm hungry. I would go emotional, eat a lot. You don't want to do that. You want to eat slowly. So prebiotic are the non-digested fiber that promote growth of the bacterial gut. You know where you have probiotic, now you have prebiotic. So those are things that found in garlic, onion, oats. Those are stuff that actually you give them to help you to grow better bacteria. So both has to work together. And isn't that wonderful? Now you have something that really can work well together. So how your lifestyle modification can give you a better impact to your gut health. Now that's really important because you have to absolutely change your lifestyle in order to support your gut health, because it doesn't go by itself. Okay. Just like my sample, people say, oh, I have a problem with my gut all the time. I can't go bowel movement. This, after I change the lifestyle, they have no problem. Their bowel is so great. They said they come out like bananas. Oh, they're wonderful. They feel good. Okay, so that's what you got to do. Now, the change your lifestyle, one of the things is very important. You have to reduce the stress, because stress actually increase what? You will not support your healthy gut microbiome. In other words, the bacteria will not be a lot of bacteria growing because you are so stressed. Just create inflammation for you. So you need to have meditation, do deep breathing. I think a couple lectures ago, when you stress, very simple, just do deep breathing, seeing your abdominal expand. All those relax you, and those will help you to actually improve your support your healthy gut. And if don't do too much stress, because stress increase your cortisol go up, adrenaline goes up, it increase what? Blood sugar goes up. And your blood sugar up is not good for your pre-diabetic patient, right? All that will be really need to relax, take it easy, look at the greens, drink some Lowsutea and relax. All that will be good. Now, you also have to avoid smoking or excessive alcohol consumption. Don't get your whiskey. Really, at the end of the day, that will damage your gut. It doesn't help your gut health at all. So you got to get it lowered down, okay? Now, drinking Lowsutea definitely help because really not only lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, blood pressure, but it also helps you detox. Plus, when you drink Lowsutea and you don't need to be pre-diabetic diabetes, anybody can drink, especially you are like even no high blood sugar, but you have high cholesterol or a little bit elevated cholesterol, you can drink Lowsutea, just relax you. And a lot of my clients, basically, they just relax because they drink Lowsutea, they lower the blood cholesterol, lower the blood sugar, but many of them is now they're nothing. They just healthy people, but they drink. You know what? If they're age 40 and or late 30s, they start drinking, they start realizing they don't move their blood sugar or cholesterol up or blood pressure up. So if your three high are maintained, are controlled, you are much healthier. Wow, isn't that good? Now, certainly, a lot of time you need to talk to your healthcare people to develop a personalized plan to improve your gut health. Now, that will be definitely, if you're a pre-diabetic, a diabetic patient, you might want to talk to your, your healthcare people and see whether how can help you to create a personal plan for you. So that is just idea what you got to do, changing your lifestyle. Now, let me talk a little bit what is prebiotic and what is probiotic. Now, because a lot of people, wow, what is this? I don't really know. What is probiotic and prebiotic? It's very confusing. I don't know because both of them are actually important to your gut health. You got to have both, okay? So let me define what is They are the fiber-rich nutritional bacteria will actually nurture the probiotic good bacteria for you, okay? So they help them to multiply, nurture, and like a natural fertilizer in your garden, okay? So what are these prebiotics products? Like, for example, fruit, berries, apple, vegetable like onion, garlic, asparagus, whole grain, oats. All these are really prebiotics is like a fertilizer to help you to grow your good bacteria. Okay, now keep that in mind. Prebiotic is natural fertilizer, grow your good bacteria in your gut to work. Okay, now probiotics are gut full of good bacteria that is like a gardener enriching soil, and then basically you get all the good stuff of the good bacteria. Now, without this bacteria, digestive system is not going to be healthy and work well because all the good bacteria help you to digest. So what are these good bacteria going to be? Like yogurt, sauerkraut, all these are good bacteria. In Hong Kong, certainly you eat, they buy some milk, they go to drink. And those are probiotic, which is really important. When you add, you need to have both. You can't have one. You got to have both together. Then you have good natural building, good microbiome, good bacteria to grow, help you to get better bacteria to do digestion and better gut health. Okay, that is what it does. Now, so you might say why this synergy is so important. Okay, why is it important? But keep that in mind. The first one, probiotic give you a good bacteria, right? But prebiotics is like feeding this bacteria with nutrition and basically give you promoting good the bacteria, the microbiome. That's what you want to do. You want this bacteria to grow better and grow more. So that way you will continue to be good bacteria in the gut. So your gut will be able to do the job, if you will. Now, with that, what's the benefit to get healthy microbiome. Now, microbiome, if you get healthy, give you tremendous good impact. First of all, it improves insulin sensitivity and give you better control of blood sugar. So you have high insulin sensitivity. It take back the sugar into the cell. Isn't that great? If you don't have that, your blood sugar will continue to go up. Your high insulin sensitivity, your blood sugar goes up. It's not going to help you, right? Especially for pre-diabetic, diabetic patient. Another good stuff, it decreases inflammation in all areas. So you don't have chronic inflammation. Because when you have inflammation, you have insulin resistance, all kind of problem coming in. And it enhances digestion, nutrition, absorption. Because you have good bacteria, the food are being digested, and then it absorbs much better. And last but not least, it gives you strong immunity because it will give you tremendous detoxification, strong immunity. Wow, isn't that great? So probiotic, prebiotic has to work together, and it's a very synergistic powerhouse to help you to get your better gut. Now, certainly you might say, wow, I need to have a personalized plan to achieve that. Right. You might need to work with a healthcare professional, develop a personal plan to help you achieve this healthy goal. Now, your plan needs to have dietary recommendation, you have to exercise, and also other lifestyle medication. Like, for example, if you are a really executive, I'm very stressed whole day long, well, you have to learn how to take care of stress. You have to go out to look at some of the green. You have to do deep breathing. You have to learn how to do meditation. Certainly, you also need to track what you do. So the healthcare professional will track with you together how to develop this plan and adjust your need. Now, important, you have to set goals and has to establish a timeline to achieve certain things. In other words, when you do this, you don't just start off, okay, I'll eat that and that's it. But you have to continue to learn and measure. For example, a lot of people say, okay, I will start eating yogurt, Greek yogurt, for example. Well, after you eat that, you figure out how's your blood sugar coming along and all the gut coming along. They will actually work with you, okay? So all that will be working together, healthcare professional. Now, drinking Lowsutea is very important because it is giving you 3 things to go down. 1 is your blood sugar. 2 is your cholesterol, is LDL cholesterol, is the bad cholesterol, bring it down. And 3, it lower your salt, so your blood pressure will go down. The 4th is detox. When it detox, it will get rid of all your poison, and that's the reason why you drink a lot more fluid, because you have the fluid first dilute your blood, second, you get rid of poison. So drinking Lowsutea will help you tremendously. So you lower your blood sugar, you get rid of bad cholesterol, you get rid of blood pressure. Isn't that wonderful? No. So in conclusion, really, a healthy gut is so important for your health and your well-being. You have to understand the relationship between the gut microbiome and the metabolic health can reduce the risk of pre-diabetic diabetes. You know why? Because your gut will continue to digest, increase the insulin sensitivity. So you know what? Your sugar go back to the cells. And on top of that, it has decreased that increases insulin sensitivity. So you will able to get more sugar, plus it decrease the inflammation. So you don't cause insulin sensitivity. Plus, it helps you digest the food better. With all that, your bowel movement become better. Isn't that great? So really, at the end of the day, nutrition is not like a medicine, but you can use that to achieve your healthy and balanced diet. And you have to change your lifestyle. To sustainability, you have to practice good daily habit, like, for example, eating very good fruits, because all the fruits, all the fibers are basically important for you to support your microbiome, your normal bacterial growth. So the prebiotics, which is like the good fruits, and then you're gonna have all the probiotic, which is like the kimchi, the yogurt, all the good stuff. We have good bacteria in that. You when you add that together, you know what? Then you have a good cultivating and normal bacteria to make your gut healthy. Your bowel movement will be healthy. Isn't that wonderful? Last but not least, you got to drink Lowsutea to lower your blood sugar, lower your LDL cholesterol, and lower your blood pressure, and also detox. Now, starting action today, because it's so easy to do, because you can able to get your natural good gut bacteria health, can get you to be happier, and basically you continue to be healthy, especially for people who are getting older, especially you are already 60 some odd years old. Your gut will going to slow down, and you got to need all these help, probiotic and prebiotic, to help you to get real good healthy gut. With that, with a good bacteria, my friend, you'll be healthy and you'll be happy for a long, long time. And that result, you'll be lessen your chance to be a pre-diabetic patient, or if you're a diabetic patient, drinking Lowsutea will help you move yourself back to a pre-diabetic stage. Isn't that wonderful? So you don't have all the diabetic complications like stroke, memory loss, dementia, heart attack, kidney disease, high blood pressure, and on top of that, you might even end up cutting a foot because you have gangrene. You don't want that. You want to be healthy, not getting all diabetic complications. So thank you very much today. This is my lecture. I hope that you can able to understand what I said today. It was a little bit complicated, but I think it's not that hard because I convert everything in a very simple layman language. So hopefully you can understand that. And you have any question, write to me. Just write to Andy, A-N-D-Y, at WAHFONG.com. I repeat one more time. Andy, A-N-D-Y, at WAHFONG.com. And certainly you can WhatsApp us also. In Hong Kong number is 852-6792-8891 or 852-3001-5644. So do contact us. We have a lot of people contact me and ask questions. Matter of fact, just give you one good example. Last couple of weeks ago, I did a webinar on rectal cancer, diabetic, how to link up to rectal cancer. And I was amazed. I got so many emails. People say, hey, I'm so happy you alert me, because they would never think about going to check his gut on colorectal cancer. They would thought that, well, I don't need it. I have no symptom. But the worst thing is, if you don't check, you don't put a scope into checking your gut, you don't know how much polyp you have in there. You don't know those polyps will be changed to cancer. You will not know because you have no sign and symptom. But by the time you know, maybe it's too late. You already stage 3 or stage 4, and the treatment will be very tough. So don't get that, man. I tell you, go check your gut. That's why I linked that together today with how do you get this gut health. Now, all these, by the way, will help you to get better gut health, also eliminate all the inflammation, less inflammation, also less chance to get all these potential cancer growth. Okay, so today's lecture is very beneficial for you. And hey, gut health is important, especially when we get older. Appreciate you joining us in your busy Saturday. And I'm so happy to deliver continuously all the really meaningful webinar to help you better understand health for people who are even not pre-diabetic diabetes, but they have maybe potential 3 high, which is high blood sugar, cholesterol, blood pressure. When they have learned that, start preventing themselves 3 high, you know what? They become so much healthier. And that's what I'm going to do. And this is going to be my life mission, to help everybody to be healthy. If they're healthy, you guys going to see your grandchildren live happily after, decrease the medical costs, and you will be really enjoying life. And that's what I'm trying to do, everybody. Have fun. If you have any question, do write to me, because I really hope that you can join us next week. We have more and more interesting lecture. Matter of fact, I got a lot of feedback from people now. Is that really nobody in the world, I guess, give all these specific different lecture to help them to alert what's the difference with pre-diabetic, diabetic, what's the difference with 3 high. If I lower the 3 high, how can it be healthy? Thank you again, and thanks Edwina to listen, and Wayson, I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. Any question, let us know. Take care, my friend. I really appreciate you joining us, and good luck and good health. Good health is the key for enjoyment of life. Thank you. Bye-bye.